sweet, decadent, and nutty bourbon pecan pie this morning with the Grand Traverse Pie Company. Learn how to make it for Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
It is one of Southeastern Michigan's premier holiday events, taking a step back in time at Greenfield Village for holiday nights. We'll have a preview of events, plus find out what a syllabub drink is. And are we being pranked? A toy car operated by crickets? Is this for real? You won't believe this story, only on the Back Nine.
Live from the Fox 2 studios, The Nine starts now.
Good Friday morning. You made it. Welcome to Studio C at the Fox Den. Dina Centofanti, Amy Andrews, Jason Carr from screen right to left, and unseen on the screen, but in our hearts, Michelle Kornblum from Wyandotte, today's guest DJ.
Oh, yes. Michelle Kornblum. I like that name. A little bit of holiday or no?
No, it's sort of all over the place. Eclectic. This is Depeche Mode playing right now.
Oh,
wow, I've not
Mode.
heard Depeche Mode in years.
Blasphemous Rumors.
Personal.
That would be Jason's favorite.
Yeah.
What?
Don't want to start any blasphemous rumors.
That's your favorite?
Navel-gazing alt-rock. I've had
I
a...
hate it. I like a little Depeche. Sometimes you're in the mood for some Depeche Mode. You know? Just to kind of be
I used to listen to
melancholy.
it all the time.
Right.
Exactly when I was in a
You're in a certain mood.
Yes. Leave me alone. I'm listening to my
Oh,
Depeche
she's got
Mode.
one of my favorite songs ever on here, Dreams, Fleetwood Mac.
Did you like Ministry, Halloween? Remember that one? It was
No.
very dark.
Was it?
Alt-rocky, sort of techno-y.
I was always like alternative top 40, you know?
College radio.
Not cool enough to be off the grid.
Off the
Smiths,
grid.
Cure,
Right there in the middle.
R.E.M.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
Well, don't forget, you could be guest DJ. All you have to do is send us a list of 15 to 20 songs via our Facebook or our website.
That's all you got to do.
Have we heard your guest DJ list yet?
I don't know. Have I done one recent? No, I don't
Have you
think
ever
I
done one? I'm trying to
A
remember.
couple of years ago, I think I did one.
Let's all
Very
wear.
memorable.
Let's all wear black. Let's go all goth.
Oh, yeah, and I'll pick some of my 80s, like
Yeah.
The Cure, and whip out some 80s dance moves.
Sweet.
Yes.
You have to tease your bangs.
I'll get my bangs. I got the bangs. I can go full 80s in about 30 seconds.
Well, whether you love him or hate him, chances are you have a strong opinion about presidential candidate Donald Trump.
Well, now you can find out how your friends feel about him as well, and maybe weed out some who support him if that's not your thing. There's a new website called friendswholiketrump.com.
So these are for the people who don't want to admit they like Trump, or it's a kind of a joke, right? It's kind of a wink, wink. So the site takes you to this Facebook search showing a list of your friends who like the GOP frontrunner, and then your choice is to do what you want with that information.
Yeah, you can start liking their posts if you like Trump, or you can unfriend them if you don't want to hear about it.
Or block.
I mean, I think they should do this with a lot of different things, not just Trump. Because I do have those friends on Facebook who are so political.
Yeah.
Or so...
But does it matter? Who cares?
Right, I don't care.
I don't care.
If I don't want to keep seeing these posts, I'll just, like, hide them.
How do you, you hide
can hide them.
Just hide them.
Hey, look at where camera 12 is.
Wow.
Hello, camera 12.
The camera is invading
That's
our,
a new camera,
our
isn't
personal
it?
space right here.
Tells a bubble wrap.
Right on top of us,
Carl
like-
and Eric, the engineers, are here. That means something is going haywire somewhere.
With the RoboCam.
They're usually down the hall in a secret location.
Can you imagine, to set the stage here, can you imagine Nancy Reagan rapping the war on drugs, Just Say No campaign? I mean,
No.
think about how far we've come in 30 years.
That's true. This is a very different first lady, but you're right. Yeah, the message is similar, but in a very different way.
Hi, Chicago, we all know we had to do overtime every night to make it tomorrow. And everyone can really make their dream true. Hey, kid, listening in Michigan, that could be you.
But a dream is just a dream unless you go hard. Einstein put it in time, here's the flow culture. Naturally, it won't happen magically, but you can change fantasy into reality.
Think about the difference between the eras. This is about going to college and making a success of yourself. But think back then, it was, this is your brain on drugs.
Yep.
The heavy-handed, you know, the egg in the skillet, in your face. Sort of,
Right.
And it's a whole different tone, right?
We're applying.
I like it.
It is good. Now, this guy is from Saturday Night Live.
SNL?
Jay Farrow, yeah.
Yeah.
Jay Farrow. So, interesting collaboration there.
Yeah,
between
whatever
the two
gets
of
the
them.
message across, whatever gets the kids to listen, and I don't know. It endears them, I think, to our First Lady. And anytime you can, you know, establish that kind of bond, I don't know, and get kids interested in what's going on in the White House.
Sure, because I mean, the heavy-handedness of the '80s preaching, you know, the after-school specials and all that, that didn't. I mean, I suppose it worked in some cases, in other cases it didn't, but it wasn't particularly compelling. I mean, you didn't.
Well,
feel
and
like,
it was more of scaring people into doing things.
Yeah.
This is like,
The goal is to go viral, and that's what she's going to do with that, right?
exactly.
you think so?
Yeah, I think so. You know, they look at the success of the late night shows, Jimmy Fallon skits, the other guy, Jimmy Kimmel, some of those other guys, and that's what you're going to do is come up with a sketchy, a clever sketch like that will be seen again and again.
Think about the Tonight Show even. I mean, like, back in the day, all they had to worry is about booking a guest, you know, and making sure the booze cabinet was stocked and there were cigarettes and an ashtray.
A guest and a good musical guest.
Right. Now they got to put on the, you know.
Oh, it's a whole song and dance
so
choreography.
pre-produced.
Well, Taylor Swift will have to shake off some seriously bad blood from a cultural critic who called the superstar a Nazi Barbie.
This is scathing. Did you read it?
I didn't read it.
American professor and social critic Camille Paglia wrote a scathing review in the most recent Hollywood Reporter. She says Swift and her Girl Squad aren't showing off empowerment, but flaunting elitism.
There might be something to that.
She said, quote, in our wide-open modern era of independent careers, Girl Squads can help women advance if they avoid presenting a silly, regressive public imaging, as in the tittering, tongues-out mugging of Swift's bear-hugging posse.
Jeez. Wow.
She also said writing about the twinkly singer was horrific, as it reminded her of the, quote, fascist blondes who ruled the social scene during my youth.
Oh.
So she's grinding an axe that
Yes.
goes back to...
She has some old scars.
In the pictures that they show, and it's true. I mean, Taylor Swift, she gets a ton of credit for bringing up her girl squad, but they are all like supermodels.
Tall,
I mean, everyone's
thin,
so beautiful.
stunning,
Yeah.
rich.
Does she have like an average-looking friend? I don't think so. Like just, you know, a friend who works at the bank or something.
Yes. Not a millionaire.
Right. But maybe those are just...
Friend who works at the bank.
I'm Taylor Swift, and this is my friend Ethel from Comerica Bank down in the corner.
Why does her name have to be Ethel?
Oh, yeah, it's not Ethel.
Pam.
Look,
Cute name.
Her
isn't it?
name's Pam.
the first thing that came to my mind, bank teller, was Ethel. I'm sorry. Right?
It's not Gigi or...
Right, or Bella,
Selena,
or
Bella.
right. Yeah, I don't know. I love Taylor Swift. I think she's done a great thing for this woman, saying that women should study male relationships and how men have been able to, and men are good at this. They have these friends, and there's not bitter backfighting, and there's not as much, I don't know, competitiveness among the male groups. I mean, this is all generalizations, but that's what this lady's saying, is that we need to study how men do it, and are quite successful with it. I don't know. Taylor seems to be doing just fine, and she's got, I'm sure she has other friends that they just don't put them on the red carpet.
There's Carol from her energy company.
Carol. And Carol she probably was almost going to be on the red carpet, and then maybe it was too crowded or something.
Maybe Carol's too shy to go on
Maybe
stage.
Carol didn't want to go on the red carpet. She's with Ethel, and they're going out to lunch with Taylor.
Jessica's Carol wouldn't be too shy.
No, she'd be all in.
She would fit right in with him, though. She's pretty,
You have
pretty
until 10 o'clock to enter our
sassy,
mugshot
sassy.
contest on our website or Facebook fan page. And Jessica Starr's mother, Carol, I think would be a welcome addition to
How about the movie Carol, Jess? Has Carol heard about the movie Carol?
I'm sure she has. I don't know about
She's
the movie
gonna-
Carol.
Oh,
Was it
boy.
a bad, scary, bad?
No. It's
Adult relationships between a woman and another woman.
Oh.
Much younger.
Oh. That recent?
yeah.
Brand new.
Set in the 50s.
Well, no, but
it's
it's
new.
just out right now.
Oh, interesting.
It is.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You guys ready for some record-breaking warmth?
Yes.
You said
Sure,
baking.
bring it
I
on.
think there's something to that.
Breaking. Baking.
Yeah, you said baking and you said breaking. What? Baking, breaking.
We
We're
are
gonna bake
baking
in
pies.
62
We're
degree
baking
weather.
pies. My mind is on pies this morning. Now let's talk about the beautiful weather. We'll talk about how warm we're going to get this weekend coming up on the other side of the break.
Bless them when there ain't no stress, and this one is straight for the girl, them.
That's our new weather singer.
Okay. Well, you know what?
reggae?
We've requested a new one, so
There we
Listen,
go.
I've been after them for a new weather stinger for probably a good 5 or 6
now I
years.
kind of like it. So now it's kind of like, why change it now?
Right now it's retro.
They changed the sports stinger.
They
They did change the sports
We
stinger.
don't have the guitar solo anymore.
Okay, so you guys have goats for me today?
I don't know. We're waiting for
So I see in the
something going to
prompter.
happen here.
We know you love goats, and this morning our producer found this gem. Goats singing Christmas carols.
Okay.
Speaking of carol.
Well,
Wow.
I expected a little more.
Wow, there's my Christmas gift.
There's a lot going on here.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, there's another goat.
Wow.
Let's hope this happens at our party tonight.
Yeah, we need to bring this video to the Fox 2 company party.
It's a real video, a real album loaded with goat Christmas songs. Like,
I think that's going to be in my stocking. We did a promo shoot with the weather guys, and we kind of exchanged gifts, and maybe that's what they got me. Maybe that's what Derek got me this year.
You can hope.
We can only hope. Let's talk about the weather because things are going to be changing in the area. We're going to be warmer as we go through the weekend forecast, but we did have some windy conditions later in the afternoon hours, and we're still sticking with the windy conditions during the daytime today. But the good news is a good mix of sun and clouds outside today, and temperatures.
Welcome to the Back Nine. Here's what's coming up this hour. A Century of Sinatra. That's right. Tribute artist Mark Randisi is going to treat us to a little Come Fly With Me.
So Frank would have been 100 when? Soon. Just this past week,
like
was it?
Last, yeah, so 10 days ago. Also ahead.
They are one of the hottest gifts of the holiday season. People
Not that
are
you would know or
torturing me
anything.
with these
Not that you'd
stories.
buy one.
I know. Who would buy one from a random company in China? Not just one. Who would buy two? Oh, boy. Anyway, the hoverboard's getting attention because of the potential for injury. It seems like it's going to be a disastrous Christmas for many of us. Maybe not, though. We'll see. We'll talk about
Let's
it.
just hope it doesn't happen under the tree.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the backyard, you must have a farthest reaching outlet. If
I
you
got a
were to-
long extension cord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's if you plan on
So
getting
charge
one.
it off like the 100-foot extension cord.
All right, we can talk to Jessica Starr now. What's going on there, Jess?
Just some record warmth that's going to be moving in this weekend.
Did you see what I posted on my Facebook page with last year's big storm where neighbors were helping out neighbors digging out? It was so much.
No, I didn't. Was that 1 year today?
No. It was just, what we could be seeing if we were in the middle
What
of
we
another
will see.
polar vortex or what have you.
It's true. I mean, once we start creeping to, we've had unseasonably warm temperatures as this El Nino, but as we get into January and February, things could
Always
always
interesting.
change.
These the
we
car
are-
sales, how the gas prices affects it so much with the fuel-efficient cars, the hybrids, the electric cars, and now we're looking at these great gas prices. So, but you have to plan for the long term, right? The big
Yeah.
picture,
And for the environment.
and for the environment. Yep.
Well, what makes a couple of rum cakes worth $70,000? Their special filling, of course.
Customs and Border agents at New York's Kennedy Airport busted a man after finding his rum and Coke cakes he brought back from...
As in cocaine?
I think so.
We're actually filled with cocaine.
Yes. 1.5 kilos of it.
That sounds like a lot.
The man admitted that someone had given him the 2 cakes during a stopover in Trinidad and Tobago and asked him to bring the bag to New York. What? And he said yes. Told the officers he assumed there was something illegal inside the cakes, but did not think it was drugs.
Oh, come on. What would it be if...
Well, they just had some nice cakes that they made in Trinidad and Tobago. we just baked these lovely cakes.
Okay, right.
Please take them to New York in this secret bag.
Was it a stranger, too?
Right, I mean...
Come on, something's
No one's buying that story, buddy.
This makes me want to watch Jackie Brown. They're one of the hottest gifts of the holiday season, those so-called hoverboards that don't really hover. They're like 2-wheeled scooters without the handlebars.
It's like the Segway without the handle.
Yeah,
right?
basically.
Yeah, well, they're creating all kinds of controversy. And first of all, we told you about how they're getting attention because they're posing a fire hazard in some cases when they're plugged in to charge. But the other problem is that they're just plain old dangerous. People are, you know, riding them without proper protection, and they're getting hurt. So it's a lot to think about with this hot toy. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission says this toy has been blamed for dozens of trips to the ER already, and it's hardly even been on the market yet. So broken bones, sprains, severe cuts, head injuries, all that stuff. So you might want to make sure there's a helmet rule, that if Santa's bringing one of those, Santa brings the helmet too. And
at least a helmet.
And charge it in the backyard with a long extension cord.
Away from your, yes, away from anything that you value.
You suppose the crickets in this next story could use some helmets?
I think they could use more than helmets.
Looks wrong.
They need seat belts.
What is it?
It's the Bug Racer from Mattel.
It's a real toy?
It is.
That's right.
What do? You suck up a bug?
Now you take a cricket from, let's say, the pet store. You know how they sell the crickets for the to feed to like snakes
reptiles. Or in your yard.
Oh yeah, if you run into one in the yard and you put it in there, and because the cricket moves around on top of that infrared eye, it actually controls the...
It's trying to escape. It's certain death.
Bug Racer, where racing and science collide. Vehicles each sold separately. Adults assembled. Crickets and batteries not included.
Weird.
This is a joke. No, you actually can go to Amazon or Toys R Us and actually buy this.
You really put a real cricket in there.
Yeah, when the cricket hops, it moves in the direction that it's hopping. It says the habitat can hold up to 5 crickets and features 4 different driving modes. It's $35. So when it dies, do you just pitch and put a new one in?
I mean, a cricket doesn't have a real, probably doesn't have a real long life anyway if you're buying the cricket at the pet store.
Well, especially since you're feeding it to snakes.
You're feeding it to the snake or to
fish, whatever.
Yeah.
The ones outside. Listen, I've heard them doing that, you know, the cricket sound for days.
Yes.
They must live forever.
They seem very happy out there. I don't know. That seems weird.
If you put a grasshopper in there, this thing goes just crazy.
That's what's going to happen. Kids are going to put other things in there, and it's just going to be...
You get a shot of these two just cracking up at the cricket and the...
The whole thing's absurd.
Stand up closer so we can see you two.
They're hiding back there in the shadows.
Oh, it's funny.
They're not well lit.
No, they're not. They're hiding in the darkness.
All right.
This fall on ABC, cockroach in a cockpit.
I thought it was cockroach. You said it was the crickets.
I suppose you could put any bug in there. That's how that seems very unusual to me. I don't get it.
So if you put a roly-poly in there, this thing can just stop and roll over and... No?
No.
No.
It's not funny.
Dina's been done with this story.
All right, let's move forward. Up next, Republican leaders come up with a plan to stop Donald Trump, and it's a risky one. The latest from Washington, coming up next.
Love this song, right?
I love it too, right?
Anyone else?
How about No Time This Time or But It's Too Big Without You? Remember either one of those?
No, is that the Police?
From Regatta de Blanc, I think it was that.
So that song that we were talking about earlier, we couldn't figure out who originally sang it. It was The Cure. Is it a love song?
I thought so, yeah.
It's been covered a couple times. We played the 311 version.
Okay, that's why I was confused.
Did that ever happen to you? Because that happens a lot. What they'll do is they'll take a song and like a TV show, like on a Shonda Rhimes show, and they'll slow it down and make it all like moody and melancholy.
Well, have you heard where Adele, they're speeding it up and adding drums to it? Have you heard that version?
Oh, like an up-tempo version
Yes.
of Hello?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe some of our Fox 2 staffers should try this.
So beautiful.
That's cool. Gospel singer TJ Bristol. He put this video on Facebook after being pulled over by police in Orange County for not wearing his seatbelt. He serenaded the two female officers. Yeah.
It's on a selfie stick. Look, he's holding it down there at the bottom. You can see it.
Oh, he's got a selfie stick, yeah.
The officers then congratulate Bristol on his performance as he promises to always buckle his seatbelt in the future. It worked, no ticket.
I wonder if Roop did that the other day when he got pulled over.
Roop got pulled over?
He did.
For
He
what?
didn't get a ticket. And he said they held him for 20 minutes, so he missed the minute of the first part of the show.
Wow. Was he going above the posted
I don't know. I am not sure what it was for. You'll have to ask him. But he talked about it on TV, so I'm not throwing him under the bus.
Okay.
So being stuck at the airport is
Look
the worst.
at that.
Unless you're a ballet company.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
How funny is that? And people just walk on by. Yeah, from Santa Barbara. 5-hour layover at the Denver airport.
Have you ever gone through Denver security? Oh, my goodness.
I have.
I have too.
I feel like what is that in the airport called Stapleton or something like that? It looks like a big circus tent. I feel like it took me 3
Speaking of
hours.
circus tent, look at this. I feel like Jason's not duly impressed by the ballet moves on the People Mover.
That's all right.
He's too,
I feel like we saw something similar to this not that long
Yeah,
ago.
well, it's all been done before.
he must
need
have had a bad
something
experience in Denver.
Yes. He was traumatized by
Denver, I'm fine with Denver. Denver's
security.
I love Denver. The airport is kind of out there, though.
It is. It's, you know,
It's an odd location.
Have
Well,
you
just
been?
to me.
I have.
it's like out there on the prairie. It's,
On the
it's like,
prairie, in the
wilderness?
It's out there in the prairie, and it looks like a giant white circus tent. There might be a televangelist show going on inside or something.
It is the Mile High City.
The winner of the mugshot today
Yes. Let's see.
is Diane Crockett
Yeah, Diane Crockett. How'd you know that? You read it right off the TV screen.
of Inkster, or as they, Jessica, would say on our GPS units in our cars, Inkster.
It is funny sometimes to hear the pronunciation.
Turn right on Inkster Road.
Jess, are we going to break a record this weekend?
I think we are going to break 2 records this weekend.
Boy.
We're going to be very close, unseasonably mild, low temperatures. High temperatures are going to be in the low 60s both Saturday and Sunday. So the record for tomorrow is 61 degrees set back in 1949, and the record for Sunday is 60 degrees set back in 1881. So we're already climbing today. We're not going to beat the record today, but we are unseasonably warm at 49 degrees. We will have the winds around today, but a good mix of sun.